Today we're going to show you about the new bar chart features launched in GFChart version 0.7. Well, what does that actually mean? If we have a quick look at this test site loaded here, you'll notice this is a very simple bar chart where, in fact, some people will call it a column chart because everything is vertical, where there's some booking data for a event that's being run, and the different squads in this event are shown on the horizontal axis, and the number of bookings are shown in the vertical axis. So that's a very simple example. This is a slightly more complicated example, which is a horizontal chart, horizontal bar chart. Here's the same information just described in a slightly different way. We've got the individual clubs booking into the event down the left hand side here, and once again the number of bookings are shown to the right. The difference here is that we've actually made the data more granular, so each individual club's booking is broken down into the individual squads that their members have booked onto, and you see as you move the mouse over those you can actually see the numerical numbers of each just to get a bit more information, and if you see move over that it highlights the different things. That's known as stacking, and the other example I want to show you is stacking by percent. You'll see here this is once again vertical bar chart or column chart, where all the columns add up to 100%, but you can see the percentages of male and female for each individual booking here. And just appearing on the bottom is the pie chart, which you would have already seen in the last version of GFChart version 0.6. Okay, so how would you go about producing a chart like this? First off, go to the WordPress dashboard, go to Forms, the Gravity Forms menu, and you'll notice the new Charts and Calculations menu here. Press on that, and up pops a long list of charts that I've already produced, but you want to produce a new one. So let's add one here, and let's call this Ben. Oh, can't spell it right. Ben Test. I don't want the date. You can put some information here about the chart or calculation description, but that doesn't appear anywhere. And down here you select the particular chart that you want, or a particular source form that you want to collect the data from. Let's use this one here. Press on that, and that now takes you to the configuration screen. Now in the previous video we discussed pie charts, so today we're going to talk about bar charts. Note that line and calculation are on the way but not yet usable. Press on bar. Let's do a simple one first where we just want to have vertical bars. As there's just vertical bars we don't need a legend, so we'll save that. And now to select the data, you can already see the source form has been selected. You can't change that. X-axis, the main field, let's just do a simple one, say with the squad that people have booked onto. Now the y-axis, you can either count or sum the entries. This doesn't work very well yet. We've left it in because it does work for one particular case on product fields, but basically leave that to count. And you can, if you want, have additional filters here for logged in user only, or you can enable additional filters, but we won't do that for today. So let's save that. Go to labels and fonts. Let's just give it a title of bookings. This title will appear. The horizontal axis label, let's call that squads, and vertical label, let's call that number, and we'll save that. This additional code here is to add additional code in used by Google Charts, like you can redimension it, change the colors, won't do anything there, and press on the preview tab, and there you are. That shows the chart that you have. Let's just, while we're here, make a few other changes. You see we've got the squads here. Let's now segment that into male and female. So we go back to select the data. You'll see we've got squads, but on the right hand side here we can add a segment, and let's call that gender. and you'll see that says beside. I'll show you what that means now. Beside, when we go to preview, basically puts the male and the female side by side like that. And in this particular case, we really should have a legend because we've got two things showing here. So go back to design and have the legend stay on the right and save that. So we go to here now, you see this female and male side by side. Now, supposing we want to have, as we had before, with them stacked on top of each other. So rather than go back to select data, rather than having it beside, let's do stack absolute. Absolute means that you're adding up the absolute numbers, and here you are. You can see you've got absolute stacking. Now, if you wanted to have percentage stacking, yeah, you guessed it, you go back here and you go to stack percent. Just save that and go to preview, and there you are, there's stack percent. I actually prefer in this particular case stack absolute, so I'm going to go back to that and preview, and there you are. I guess the only other thing I should show you while we're here is how to change it from a vertical to a horizontal. That's very easy. We go back to here and we change that to horizontal. Save that, and that's done. The only thing you'll notice is the axis labels now need swapping round. This should now be squads and this should now be number, and we can easily go that here by going to the labels and fonts. Horizontal axis should now be number, and the vertical axis label should be squads, and we'll save that and preview, and there you go. I think all that now remains to be done is to show you how to insert this into a page. So if we go back to here, edit page, I'm going to insert it right at the top, and so I'll just create a bit of space there. There's a new button here called add chart. I'll press on that, and I'll select the one, bend test, insert that, and you see it just inserts the short code. I'll update the page and then view the page, and there you go, there it is, all inserted, nice and clear there. So there you have it, that's GFChart version 0.7. If you're interested in more features and facilities, then do please go to our main website, and if you go to About and Roadmap, it opens up a Trello board where you can see what's in the pipeline. If you want to add a new feature request, you can do that. If you want to vote for an existing feature, then you can do that. You'll see in progress is vertical and horizontal bar chart, so that will be queued for launch very shortly and then go into launch, and then we'll move some of these up onto there and carry on with the development. So there you have it. Thank you very much indeed for your interest in GFChart, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you. Bye.